good, YouTube? It's Rage Real. So in today's video, I want to bring you guys one of my favorite zone beating concepts from trips tight end in Madden 22. So if you enjoyed this video, go and drop a like on the video right now. Go ahead and sub and turn those post notifications on. So one thing I do want to mention before I get into this video is I'm trying to practice talking a little slower because I did have a sub ask me in my comments to stop, kind of slow it down some. So I'm trying to work on my pacing. I know I may talk a little fast. It's because I want to give you guys a lot of good information in a short amount of time. But in today's video, I'm going to be showing you one play, but I'm going to be giving you two different setups. And I want to take a deep dive into zone coverages, how they work, what you should be looking to read, and what should be open, and what the user should be doing. So with my channel, for those of you guys that don't know, I don't just give you plays and then just say, hey, go run them. So what I like to do is I like to actually explain and show you, literally show you why these plays work. So when you run them, you know exactly what to expect. So let's go in and dive right into this. So as far as personnel goes, depending on, we'll talk about this as the video goes along, but most of the time you want your best receiver here. Now in this case I would put Odell, but I'm not going to worry about it right now, and I'm just going to, it's a reason why. You'll see why when the video gets along. But for you want to put your best receiver here, and I suggest putting maybe a good outside receiver, so your second best receiver here would be fine. That's how I personally would do it. But the play we're talking about, like I said, is going to be double in cell, and this play can just destroy every single coverage pretty much. So we got big nickel over G here. So what I'm gonna be doing is showing you against man. I'm gonna show you cover for quarters, I'm gonna show you cover 3, and I'm gonna show you cover 2, and I'm going to take a deep dive into everything. So hopefully you guys are ready for this. So let's go and go to cover 3. Now here goes cover, so that's the play. So here goes cover 3, right? So as far as your base setup, you want to take X and smart route as route. Now in practice mode, it's not going to smart route, but in the game you want to make sure you smart route it, even if it's like even if it's like 2nd and 2, 2nd and 3, 2nd and 4. Going smart route as route, you're going to see that you get it creates a nice angle for you to throw the ball, and you'll understand that when you run it. You'll be like, oh, okay, that's what he's talking about. But as far as the rest of the setup, you want to take circle, put him on a curl route. You want to take triangle, put him on a hitch. Now you want to take square, put him on an out route, and you want to smart route as out route. Now it can still work if you don't smart route it, but it doesn't work as efficiently. So I prefer to always smart route it if you can. Now you can still run this play on 2nd and 1, 2nd and 3. That's fine. Just always smart route it. But this is what we're looking like right here. Now I'm actually gonna take a sack, and then I'm gonna show you. Actually, I'm gonna make the hardest read on this play, which is actually that X route, which I made it look easy. But if you're not paying attention, you actually can throw a pick, because it all depends on how they're zone dropping. But that's gonna be the hardest read for you to make. Everything else is pretty much easy. So if this is your user, this is what the user sees. So he's gonna see 2 curl routes sitting right here side by side, right? So he's gonna kind of try to sit right here, or most of the time he's actually gonna sit right here. Now when I see the user, you want to look the other side, because the way I teach it, you don't want to, you don't want to test the user like that. I always like to go away from the user. So what do you mean, bro? So if I see the user sitting right here, and this guy, I'm gonna snap the ball, my eyes immediately go here to this side, so I can make an easy read, right? Because I want to read the computer. I don't want to read the user, because the user, you can get baited. If you're not careful, you're not on your P's and Q's, you can get baited. So right here, what's going to happen is if they have a stock purple, that purple is actually going to get sucked down by this table route, and that's going to open up this corner route. That's a very real throw, as you can tell. That's David Njoku. I think that's pronounced his last name, and then that's against Jaire Alexander. So you can tell right there that, that's just a real throw to make. Now let's say the user is on this linebacker right here. Most of the time what's going to happen, if he's right here, he's actually not going to go play this, or if he does, he'll flash, and then he'll try to come back and lurk you right here. So normally that's what you'll have that happen. So either be he'll try to flash right here and then come back, or you have some people that actually just come over here and just sit right here, and then you'll be able to make this read. Or you can still just snap the ball, low ball this as soon as he goes right here, and then that'll be an easier completion for you. So I'm not going to take a deep dive into every single coverage like that. I just wanted to do it the first time so you can kind of get the gist of it. And also I do have gameplay as well, so don't worry about that. So let's go and press. You see we are playing cover 2, so you want to take circle, put him on a curl, take triangle, put him on a hitch, take square, put him on an out route, and smart route is out route, just like this. Now one thing I do want to mention is that the reason I said 2 setups, you see triangle and circles route. Now you actually can what's called invert them. So what is invert? So instead of circle being on a curl route, we want to put circle on a hitch, and then we want to take triangle, put him on a curl route just like this. Now what's going to happen is it's just going to make it a difference between who's more wide open, because that vertical hook and that mid read have to play something. So a lot of times when you run this setup, circle's going to be open, but when you run it this way, a lot of times you'll have triangle open right on the hitch. So it just all depends on what you want to do. So if the user's somewhere in the middle, then I like to actually use this setup. The reason why is because we'll have circle wide open, and it just makes it, you know, it makes it easier, but you can play around on both of those however you want to. So I just needed to make sure I did touch on that. So we're going to run it this way for now. So let's go and snap the ball and kind of show you. Now, if they play cover 2, one thing I like to do is go ahead and hit that table route. If they're not zone dropping, that table route is going to be open all day long. So let me go ahead and kind of move this along. So take X smart route. Let's go and set it back up. You guys know the setup right here. Boom. I'm going to show you what else gets open right here. So you can tell we'll have circle right there in that little spot. We'll be able to lowball that, and the mid-read's not playing that. And if they put that guy in the middle third, which most people will, then it's going to be even more wide open. So let me go and show you that too. And don't worry, like I said, guys, I do have gameplay for you. So let me just go ahead and also I'll do the other setup if you wanted to. Let me go and press so that safety backs up. All right, we're good now. Make sure we're good. Boom. All right, so what you'll be able to notice is that, like I said, he just gets more wide open. So it just all depends on where the user goes. And so if the user's on that left side, you want to make that right side read. Oh, and also one more thing I want to mention is that if they're not zone dropping against cover 2, so let's say the user is on that left side, I'm gonna simulate that by manning them up that way. So let's go and set it up the same exact way. All right, we're good. Now, if you notice the user, let's say the user, boom, on the left side, making the right side read. So what you can notice is that as soon as he drops, you can actually throw that ball. Now, normally you don't want to get a pass. Normally you don't get a pass lead like that. Normally it's going to be a nice throw that you can make right on the sidelines for an easy dot. And I'll go ahead and show you that. But you want to wait for that cornerback to drop off. So as soon as Jaire Alexander drops off our tight end, you can actually throw that ball right in that little gap. So as soon as right there, so you see how he started to drop off, then I threw it, you'll be able to get that nice completion every single time. And if in case you missed it, I will go ahead and show you that real quick. And like I said, I do have gameplay of me running this, so you guys are going to be able to see exactly what I mean. So you watch him. So you see how he starts to kind of go down? That's whenever I threw that ball. So I'm reading him. I see him drop a little bit. I throw that ball, and I'm aiming it to the sideline. That's an easy possession catch. And normally the user will not be able to get there if they're playing a true cover 2 style defense. So next thing I want to show you is actually cover 4 quarters. I want to show you what it looks like against match. And I'm saving man for last for a reason. So let me go ahead and show you what this setup looks like against cover 4 match. Just so you can see exactly what gets open. So X is going to get matched, triangle's going to get matched, square's going to get matched. So you're probably like, oh wow, he's bagged, right? So let me show you a couple things that you can do to kind of mess with that match cover. So let's go back to cover 4 quarters, because cover 4 quarters is just man match. So I have a man setup that I love against this. So for that man setup, which I'm going to show you versus man coverage in a second here, you want to take circle, put him on a curl. You want to take triangle, put him on a curl. Take square, put him on an out route. And you want to smart route his out route just like this. So the reason I like this is because triangle's route normally gets man matched, and actually curl routes do beat man coverage. So you'll be able to kind of just get a nice little dot here. So let me show you what I'm talking about. So right as you can tell, well actually he sat on it really good. So in cover 4 quarters, you actually want to look for the out route. Now normally they do man match. I believe I might be thinking about palms, but let me show you how cover 4 quarters play. So what's going to happen is this, I believe this is the quarter right here. He's going to match that. He's going to match this. So what's going to happen is he's going to kind of just sit right here, and he's going to sit right here. So in cover 4 quarters, your read is pretty much this out route. So this is actually a man beating out route. As you know, out routes beat man coverage. So if somebody's playing cover 4 quarters or cover 4 palms and you want to run this setup, like, you know, there's other things you can do out of trips tight end that can beat match. Please don't think that match is the answer. But for some of you guys that want some more depth in your plays, excuse me, my throat's getting dry, but this is what you can run, and what you want to do is go ahead and read that. So let me go ahead and press, because most people do press when they play match. And this is where it's good to have your best receiver out there. So if you notice in playing match and they're pressing, I recommend just kind of putting your best receiver out there. And then that way we know we're going to be able to get a nice little dot here. So boom, throw that. And then normally it's not even that kind of a throw. Baker Mayfield isn't throwing the ball, right? So let me go ahead and show you that again. Because sometimes they might be able to click on the pick that, to be real. I would think so at least. So let me go ahead and show you this right here. So what I would do is kind of come this way and then just throw it. That's the throw I was looking for. So you want to make sure you pass lead that thing hard to the sideline. And I'll show you again one more time. And also that same read is also open against man coverage. It's just if they play purples, then that purple is actually going to get there. But if they're playing a true stock cover 4 quarters, most people are going to be using this 3 rec, or they're going to be using the safety on this side most of the time. So that out route is really money, honestly. So you might be thinking it's just, oh, simple out route, but yes, that simple out route will be able to work every single time. You can tell. Wow, okay, I don't know. Kevin King's just the best, I guess, but that's going to be your read against cover 4 quarters. Make sure you read that out route because that will be open. Nobody's going to be accounting for the out route, because if they try to put like cover 4 quarters and they try to put that purple out there like this or something, then we'll be able to play triangle. And I'll show you that here real quick actually, and I promise we'll be moving on. I got gameplay and then that'll pretty much be the video. But if they put a purple out there, what's going to happen is that oh wow, he actually sat there. Okay, never mind. So if they put a purple, no matter what, he's going to sit there. I think that's because you're doing it inside of match coverage, but I'm not getting into that right now. But let's go ahead and move on. So let's talk about man coverage for the final thing. We'll fly through man coverage, got gameplay, and then that'll be the video. So if they play man coverage where they play a style like this, where they kind of put double purples, which is what you'll get most of the time. You'll get like double purple, and they'll probably take this guy and put him in a hard flat for the running back, and then they'll probably just user this guy right here, and they'll try to make the user free to go guard, like whatever. This is how most people want to play man coverage in Madden 22. So this is how we attack that. So we'll take circle, put him on a curl. We'll take triangle, put him on a curl. We'll take square, put him on an out route, and smart route is out route. Now the reason that this is good is because this route right here by triangle is going to be our main read. The reason why is because that out route by square is actually going to, that curl flat is going to be pulled by that, and that's going to create a nice throw for us for triangle, because the user, if they're any good, they're going to kind of sit on circle right here, and then as soon as triangle breaks, that's when you want to throw that ball. So let me go ahead and show you that right here. So you want to wait, boom, and you want to throw that just like that. Now I know you're probably thinking, bro, that's a little sketchy throw, but I'm telling you, it's going to be open. So let me kind of show you this kind of coverage again. Hard flat, there we go. Now I'm actually going to shade over the top, because most people are going to shade over the top if they're going to play man coverage, well, with no safety help. Because if they don't, if you notice they're not playing over the top, just take your outside receiver, put him on a streak, and just literally, you know, watch him, see if he beats the press. And if he doesn't, then just kind of run it again, because EA will let them beat him off the press if they're not putting a safety over the top for help. But let me go and set it up again. This is the setup we're talking about, and what you want to do is just wait. And like I said, you can even wait a little later and you can still throw it. That's what's crazy. So you don't really have to throw it on a break if they're shading over the top. So real quick, I do want to show you what happens if they don't shade over the top, of course, and then after that I'll get to gameplay, and that'll be the video. So do let me know if you like these kind of slower breakdowns where I just kind of go into full depth, which you should expect when you run these plays online, and all the ways that I like to do it. Yeah, let me know about that. So this is what we're talking about right here. So you just want to look. So you see how we beat them right there, and then at that point you can just float the ball, and then that's just literally just a one-play touchdown. But go ahead and check out this gameplay. So that's gonna wrap it up for this video. Do let me know if you did enjoy this video where I kind of took my time and broke it down, because I wanted to make this about a 12-13 minute video versus like a 25-minute video going over this setup, this setup, this setup. So now you should fully know how to run double NCLs. Now there's a lot of great combos you can run with this. There's other things that I didn't get into in today's video that I might save for another video, so do keep that in mind. But anyways, I hope you guys have a blessed day. I'm Rage Real, and I'm out.